What's going on in the chat right now? Why is Star Wars Hour? Why is he posting?
Is Star Wars Hour singing "Sweet Caroline"?
What the? I mean, he's not even here anymore because no one's watching right now. So I don't know. Wait, why? I mean, I'm not against it. I'm just
Yeah, no, I'm all for it, but I'm like, wait, of all songs?
because it's funny. So
Fair enough.
Today's a very special day. If you don't know, it's the anniversary
Of
the greatest piece of Star Wars TV ever released.
oh boy.
The Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 3. Here's the thing. I actually really hate that episode, but unironically, there are some things in it that I think are truly exceptional. I don't know, like I can't get mad at Danny Trejo, dude. Like
there's some stuff. Yeah, we all have that thing where we can't act like it's the we can't say that we think it's the best thing ever, but there's some stuff where it's like, oh come on, like
that's too cool.
That's how I feel about like a lot of some of the Disney Plus shows. Sometimes even the ones that like
literally every Disney Plus show.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. Like also Sophie Thatcher is literally the love of my life. I cannot get mad at her.
Now that has been made clear.
Nah. You see me posting on Blue Sky? No. Don't follow me on Blue Sky. But no, because everyone gets mad at like her costume, like on pretty much all the costumes for the mods, and I'm like, yeah, they're not really Star Wars. Like they don't really look like Star Wars outfits, but like they're still cool. Like I kind of I don't know. I still like them. They still look cool. Like I can't get mad at them. It's like what? Like she had like a robot arm, leather jackets, a leather jacket, like frizzy hair, like fishnetting. Like it's like the coolest like outfit ever. It defined my taste in women. I can't get mad at her. She's a goth queen. I love Sophie Thatcher, but
fair enough.
I hate that she doesn't go to conventions because I would totally meet Sophie Thatcher, but we're in like a Sophie Thatcher renaissance right now. She was just in Heretic, which was amazing. She was wonderful in that movie. She's in Yellow Jackets, and I believe she's going to be in season 3, which again, love that show. Pretty good show.
I haven't checked it out yet, but I've been interested, so I might give it a watch sometime this year.
It's basically Lord of the Flies, but women.
Huh. Interesting. I never would have guessed that. The teaser I saw on my TV looked like Jesse wearing a deer skull or something, or deer head. So by
the way, that's not in the show. That's
really
not in the show. That is.
Then what the fuck? What?
I was waiting for that to show up. I watched all 2 seasons, and I'm like, that was there. There isn't even like a deer skull or anything. Like it's just unless that's for season 3. Season 3 is not out yet, so maybe that's going to be for season 3. But I think that was the poster for season 2. So I don't know what was happening there. But
that's weird.
Lord of the Ladies. It's posted Lord of the Ladies. No, but it's great. Ella Purnell is in it because she was in Arcane and Fallout. She's one of the girls, and she's great. Also the Jasmine, I forgot her last name, she was in the Scream movies. She's in it, and she's great. But it's a really good show. I don't think it's like perfect, but it's a nice break from like Star Wars monotony, because I feel like I need to. I've been like, I need to stop watching cape shit. I need to start like I've watched a lot of stuff this year, and I'm actually really proud of myself for not just constantly having Star Wars on the brain. So like I binged all of The Boys. I watched Fallout. I finally watched Breaking Bad, and I know all of those are very popular shows. It's nice. Like it's like, guys, It's like, guys, I would consider myself a connoisseur of obscure TV. I watched Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Like,
To be
but
completely fair, I'd rather like people like look at me weird for like, oh, this person only watched superhero stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, because I totally want to be a film student whose favorite movie is some completely obscure thing that nobody's heard of and isn't that groundbreaking, but I pretend it is, and it's just the most depressing shit ever. Like, have you? There's a good meme. I think the YouTube channel was a man carrying thing or something. It was a channel making fun of different kinds of film people, and one of the one of the bits was one of the jokes they made was like, oh, you probably never heard of it. It's like something something 025. It's a very obscure French film. There's no dialogue or anything, but it's like got this crazy message. I don't want to be that kind of film student. I'm like, I don't care if my favorite movie is fucking Arthur Christmas. Like, if anything, that's a
good movie though. So
yeah. So
I
it's like,
consider myself an indie movie connoisseur. My favorite movie is Jack and Jill.
yeah, I like animation. I watched Norm of the North.
But
dude, oh my gosh.
Anyway, Kevin.
Yes.
You know why I brought you here today? We're going to be playing a little game.
Correct.
Tobin Bell style. So I have I gave you a link to it as well, a PDF of over 300 Star Wars characters, and we're going to at random pick a number, and you'll be able to view it as well because I sent you the link. And
okay,
basically we'll have to guess what the other person's character is that they got from that number. So if I say actually, let me see if I can share the screen just so I can show people what we're looking at. So, for example, if I get number 1, you would have to guess Anakin Skywalker because Anakin is the first person.
Right.
But yeah. So essentially, I just have like random software on my phone. It'll just be, I'll just ask it to pick a random number from 1 to, I think we're at like 313, something like that. 303.
The only flaw really that I see with this is that we both technically have cheat sheets by both having access to the doc, so it is a little.
The rule is just we just can't look at it.
Okay, making sure.
Okay, wait. I'm going to. All right, I put 303. All right, I'm going to click spin. All right, I got your number.
All right.
So you find a way to. Okay. All right, you definitely know who that character is. That's good. So you just find a way to select a number between 1 and 303.
Okay.
I feel like it would be better if we do it one at a time, just so it's not like we're going back and forth. So you'll guess first.
Yeah, I figured that's what we were gonna try actually. So.
You can do it now though, just so you have that.
Okay. Yeah.
Once you finish.
Yeah, I'll find a. Here we go. Let's see. Trying to. Yeah. What's the number limit again? It's like
1 to 303.
303. Got it. Okay. We got good old calculator.net here to help me out. Okay, I got my number or my first number.
So I don't know how many questions were allowed. Yes or no questions. I don't know how many how many questions we need in like the reasonable amount. So I was thinking like maybe 20, but for now let's just say unlimited. And whatever however how much it took you, we're just gonna round up or down. So like if it took you 30 questions, we'll just say like the number like 29, we'll just say the limit's 30. But yeah, so you're allowed X amount of yes or no questions, And for actual character guesses, you're allowed 3. So you can say, is it BD1? Is it Yoda? Is it Bo-Katan? And then like those would be your 3 guesses. So
okay, so we can ask unlimited questions for now, but we can only ask which character specifically 3 times.
Yes.
Okay, that works.
Okay, so whenever you're ready.
All right, yeah, I'm pretty much set to go.
All right. You can ask.
Okay, is this character a droid?
No, they're not a robot.
Okay, are they more humanoid or alien?
By the way, just yes or no questions, but for the sake of that, it is just 2.
So okay. In that case,
you're disqualified.
Well, okay, let me rephrase then. Are they human looking?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
To answer your question, they are an alien, but
okay, yeah, I should have worded it differently.
I don't want to micromanage you.
Yeah, that's fine.
On my game, it's
okay, so that totally narrows it down in the Star Wars galaxy. Have they appeared in a video game? Shit, that might have been too big.
No, okay. I'm just trying to like.
I should have thought ahead because I realized like, wait, fuck, that includes like Lego games and all this other stuff where they appear.
If Lego games, the answer is yes.
Okay, so I'll count it since I asked it if just video games in general.
But like Fallen Order or like Battlefront, no.
Okay. Are they a hero?
No.
Are they a villain?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Are they armed? Like, do they have a weapon?
That's actually a good question. I don't think so.
I'm
trying to think back to stories I don't think they actually ever hold a weapon or anything.
Okay, now
I'm gonna say no.
That's interesting. Shit, that narrows it down, but also like tightens it.
I should also probably keeping track of the amount of questions you're asking, just so I know. Just so I know what the considerable amount should be.
Fair enough. You take your time to figure that out for a sec. I really gotta think about this. So, a character who doesn't really use a weapon is alien.
It is not Elon Sleazebag in No Star Wars Era. Very unique, but no, it is not him.
I'm glad you put in parentheses Death Sticks guy because I genuinely forgot that was his name.
I hate that I didn't need the parentheses because my mind has just become like.
Oh yeah, dude! Like you just throw it. If you just type the word crow, everybody will be like, "The fuck is a crow?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, from Eternals."
Oh,
yeah. We both have our like names.
No, but I know who Crow is too. That's the issue.
Yeah, but I like the movie, so it's different. Anyway,
I think you have a different issue in that case. I think that's just poor movie taste.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. In
that case, that's just over obsession over like toy marketing, really. Anyway, okay, so. Yeah, an alien character never holds a weapon. That is hard to think about because I have a few characters I jump to in my mind where I'm like, oh, that's a good point. But then I'm like, wait, would that really show up here?
I'm looking up pictures of them now, and they're never holding like a gun or anything. So I'm right. They never have a weapon. They never have like a staff or like a lightsaber.
Oh, wait, okay, I can ask this. So let's see. Do they have a tail?
No.
Okay, I'm going to start asking about, like, the alien biology. Okay. Do they have... hold on. Do they have a visible mouth?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they do have a mouth.
Okay. Are they big? Yes or no? In size?
Like define big.
Okay, so like think like if we're talking biggest, I'd say like a Rancor or a Purgle, but if we're talking smallest, think like the mouse in 33's skull or whatever that thing was.
No, they're humanoid. They're human size.
Okay, just gauging the physiology. Are they Twi'lek?
They are not a Twi'lek.
Okay, because that one at least makes a little more sense for peaceful options, but okay. Well, it can't be a Night Sister because they wield all kinds of weapons.
I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like I'm sending you down the wrong path. They don't have a weapon, but they are a very violent person.
Oh,
just because they don't have a weapon doesn't mean that they aren't peaceful.
Interesting. Okay.
That's I feel like me saying they don't have a weapon, I feel like that kind of sent you down the wrong.
Okay, so they're alien, humanoid.
They are very much not peaceful.
Doesn't have a weapon, but is violent. Interesting. Do they speak English? I should say that. Do they speak English, or is this an alien language? Like, can we understand them?
They do speak English.
Okay.
You're gonna know why I'm laughing. I'll explain it to you later. Once you get the character, you'll be like, oh, okay. But
okay.
For the simplicity's sake, yes, they do speak English.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna take my first character guess.
Okay.
Is it Admiral Ackbar?
It is not Admiral Ackbar. No.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Are they a Togruta?
They are not Togruta.
Okay. And they're probably not Dathomirian, given what we see of the Sons and Night Sisters. Certainly not Mandalorian, because we're going more alien, and they just look like white people. I mean, they mostly do in Clone Wars.
I mean, most Mandalorians are just like straight white people.
Yeah. With the obvious exceptions of like Sabine and Din Djarin.
Sabine, Din, Boba, and Casca Reeves are the only not white Mandalorians.
Right. Well, that and Sabine's mother. She's probably Asian.
Oh yeah, the Wrens. Sucks that she died off screen.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Okay. Did they? Ooh, here we go. Now I have a way of gauging this. Did they appear in the prequels?
Yes.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere, because that's probably the area of Star Wars I know most about as a Clone Wars kid by default. Okay. So now I just got to run through the alien characters in my brain and the different species types. No, that wouldn't make sense. I was about to suggest the one like clone cadet trainer from season 3, the one with the weird brain head, but
Whoa, that is such a deep. I don't think Brick and LS are even on the list.
Oh, really? Interesting.
No, I didn't want to get too obscure, because you said you're like, oh, when I gave it to you, you said, oh, I'm worried I'm not gonna
remember. Yeah.
And because I didn't want to be like just be listing, like, for lack of a better term, Glupshitos, but no, like I did my best to not like get my hands too dirty with like Clone Wars stuff. Like I named like pretty much most of the clones, because those are pretty like have like defined characteristics, and like most Jedi, but I didn't do like every like separatist leader, like
all right,
Admiral Trench, or like General stuff like that.
Or like Wat Tambor or anything. That makes sense. Okay.
Actually, I do think I did put Wat Tambor on the list.
Okay, well that's worth a guess.
I put Wat Tambor. Just because he's a meme.
He has such a great design. I love his whole vibe and weird. I love his weird.
Was freaking out when he showed up in the Bad Batch arc in Clone Wars. Like that was, and they gave him like a completely new like character model. I was like freaking out. No, they went all out on Watambor.
Yeah. Well then, yeah. So okay, thinking about the prequels. Oh, okay. This is another weird deep cut, but it feels weird. Like at this point, it feels like anything could happen. What about the one Jedi who you? I don't remember his name, but do you remember the one Jedi from the 2003 Clone Wars that looked like he had a snake tail almost, or like a weird like beard? Oh my god, what was his name?
Was it the one that was it one of them that fought Grievous?
No. He was in the Jedi Council.
Oppo Rancisis.
Master Rancisis. Yes,
yeah.
that's. I heard Yoda saying his last name in my brain, but I was like, wait, fuck, how do I pronounce that? So, I was trying to think like. I was trying to think like, okay, a character who could be violent and maybe there's lore I don't know about, but who doesn't hold a weapon. And I'm like, well, maybe a Jedi Council member, but no, that in hindsight that doesn't.
Oppo is not in our selection, but to clarify, I would have included him as having a weapon because I would count, even though we didn't see it, he does have a lightsaber.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of. I know damn well it's not Druid or whatever his name was, the vein monster. Dirge. Yes, thank you. See, I remember it's like algebra. If you tell me what it is, I get it. But me like taking the steps there, it takes a minute.
That's okay.
Okay, man. Alien characters, doesn't hold a weapon, humanoid, was in the prequels. Okay.
They were in the movies, I'll give you that. Because like I know like Dirge wasn't in the movies, so I was worried. I was worried I set you off on a misinformed tangent, but they were in the films. They not just prequel era, they were in the movies.
Got it. Okay. So in that case, the prequel, I'm trying to run through them all in my brain. It's definitely not Jar Jar. Even though it'd be very funny if it was. It's not. Yeah, a lot of the stuff I liked learning about as a kid with the prequels and the Clone Wars was a lot of the Jedi stuff with characters like Fisto, Shakti, Ayla, Luminara, etc. So I'm really digging deep in my brain, like focus. It's got to be so somebody from the prequel movies. Got to be prominent enough as an alien to make it on this list, but not wield a weapon. Oh man, this is tough, actually. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna start. You know, I'm gonna start like getting a little more specific. Did they appear in the Phantom Menace?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. That helps a lot. All right. Ooh. Okay. So let's see. Ooh, I have well, oh no, wait. I was about to suggest Sebulba, but he's not humanoid at all. Shit. Damn it. What could it be? I feel like I'm trying to think. Yeah, so they go to Naboo, Coruscant, Tatooine, but I don't remember any like Tatooine aliens that are worth a damn in that movie other than like is it the fucking is it one of the pod racers?
It is not one of the pod racers.
Okay. Well, that does help. Wait a second. Is it the Bossness, the leader Gungan?
It is not one of the Gungans.
Okay.
you're getting close though.
Ooh, all right. Okay. Gosh, this is so I feel like I should know this because I didn't rewatch Phantom Menace a ton as a kid, but I saw it enough to know a decent amount. Is it's definitely not Jabba. It's not so it's not a Gungan. I would imagine it's not anybody from like Palpatine's council or anything or his allies. An alien. Shit, wait a second. When
you say Palpatine's allies, you mean like in the Senate?
Oh yeah, I mean the Senate and his close
Okay.
guards and stuff.
I don't think. Yeah, I for the life of me, even as like a big Star Wars fan, I could not tell you any of the senators in that movie.
Fair enough.
I know there's Chancellor Valorum, and I know ET's in the Senate. That's like the only ones I know.
Right. I don't even remember the name of the fucking like that horned Twi'lek guard he has. So
the Vizier.
I might remember the Vizier. I don't remember ever hearing that name. Phantom Man. Okay, appears in the Phantom Menace. Humanoid, alien, doesn't really hold a weapon. Not a Gungan either. This is, I gotta give credit. This is a really good start because this is actually very tough. Oh, wait a minute. Is it Newt Gunray?
Yes, it is Newt Gunray.
That makes so much fucking sense. That adds up way too much. I'm glad I at least figured that out beforehand, because if you told me that, I would have been like, oh my fucking god, I was
surprised it took you that long, because I thought when I said prequels, I thought you were going to be like instantly.
I think my brain, I think I literally had the zeitgeist effect where I was trying to focus so much on what I remembered from my childhood. I filtered out a lot of the political stuff I skipped as a kid. So I think I didn't guess Gunray because I was thinking in the wrong direction, but that was good. That was good. That was solid.
So the reason when you asked me, you said, "Can we understand them?" The reason I laughed was because
because of his accent.
Because he's a horrible, horrible racial stereotype.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like
I was
it's
like, I mean,
I can understand him. I can understand him, but the way I understand him is like, oh, I didn't realize that until when I was a kid. I just thought it was like, oh, it's him being weird because he's an alien. But as I get older, I'm like, oh my god.
Kevin.
I know, exactly. It's like as a kid, that was my with no concept of like racial issues at a young age. That was just my understanding of it. I didn't think any of that. But now that I'm older, I'm like, man, I
remember when Acolyte was coming out and they revealed that Neimoidians were going to be in the first episode. I was thinking, like, are they going to have the accents? Because, like, we know that all Neimoidians have racist accents for some reason. I don't know why all of them have it. So I was like, okay, well, if they aren't racist, it's going to break the lore. But if they don't break the lore, it's gonna be racist.
It's like when they made MCU Wanda's kids white. It's like, okay, her whitewashing in the MCU makes it okay in this instance, but is it still technically racist because they were Romani in the comics, or Jewish at least? Like but yeah, if they're not racist, that breaks the lore. That is it's
a paradox.
Yeah, that's a top tier quote right there.
Okay. So it took you 16 questions.
Okay, that's not awful.
We're just gonna round up to 20.
Okay.
But so 20. All right. So I'm gonna go now.
All right. Let me actually. I have my number. I didn't check who it was. Oh, okay. Let me just make sure I got this right.
If it's Sophie Thatcher, I'm gonna lose it.
Okay. Yeah. I remember that. I remember this one. Okay, this one I remember. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
And I'll count the number of questions you ask on my hand. So
okay. I can just tally them on my own, but
that works too. If you're up.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure it's not like I'm just sitting here not keeping track, and then by the end of it, you're like, you ask like, oh, how many did I ask? I'm like, oh, I lost count, and you're just like, you fucking bitch.
Okay. This is a joke question, but did you have to Google their name when you saw it on the feed?
Oh no, I remembered who it was. I just wanted to triple check because I was like, wait, I've heard this name. Let me double make sure I know who I'm talking about just to be 100% clear. So I do know, I did recognize who this was when I read the name. I just wanted clarification.
Okay, so you know who it is. Oh, Nazo's in the chat. I love Nazo. I miss you, Nervad. Okay, so Does the character appear in a movie?
Yes.
Okay. Is it part of the main Skywalker saga, like the main 9 films?
No.
Okay, so that actually narrows it down a lot.
Yes.
It's either Solo or Rogue One. Unless is it Solo or Rogue One?
Yes.
Okay. No, because it's like I always forget. It's like you could have been like, it was the Clone Wars movie, and it was like Rod of the Hutt. Or
That would have been a crazy one.
I would have actually lost my mind, being like, okay, I was like, okay, it's not Tobias Beckett, it's not anyone in Rogue One, it's not Director Krennic, and you're like, it's Rod of the Hutt. I would have actually locked off the screen. I completely forget that movie exists sometimes.
Fair enough.
Okay, so Solo or Rogue One? All right. Is it a villain? Or an antagonistic force?
Yes.
Yeah. So like,
but probably not in the way you're thinking. That's all I'm gonna say.
So like for example, like I would count Enfys Nest as an antagonist, even though by the end of the movie we know that she isn't a bad guy. Like I would still count her as an antagonist.
That's an antagonistic force earlier in the story. Yeah. Enfys Nest would count.
Yeah. Is it Rogue One?
No.
Okay, so it is Solo. Okay. So it's someone from Solo. Do they die?
No.
Okay. All right, that actually narrows it down because most of the side characters in Solo actually die. Is it Qi'ra?
7 questions. Good job. That's way less.
Wait, was it actually Qi'ra?
Yes, it was Qi'ra. Like
let's go!
Holy shit! I expected it. I thought you were gonna get at least misled with like Enfys Nest, but shit, that was or even Maul. But like, damn, that was fast.
Oh my god, yo! I was shit posting. I was like, no, because Solo has a lot of antagonists. I was like, it could literally be anyone in that movie,
right?
So I got excited when I was like, I'm like, Qi'ra technically is a villain, but yeah, okay, so that was great. Okay, so I'm going to. We both got answers. So right now we're tied. So
right. So I'm gonna generate a new number on my end for my next turn, whenever that is.
By the way, when I looked up, when I was looking up pictures of Newt Gunray because I wanted to fact check that he did hold a weapon or something, I found fan art of someone's OC marrying him on DeviantArt.
Okay. Interesting choice.
I don't know. I'm like, of all the characters in Star Wars.
Right. Like, I'm not. I've seen.
You want to fuck Newt Gunray, dude?
I mean. Hey, to quote Blue Beetle, I've seen worse. Where you don't want to know.
Like, it's not even like a hear me out. It's just like a what the fuck, dude. Like
it's a very odd choice. Like, of all the characters, even if we ignore physical stuff, just character wise, just the sleazy, shitty banker, like, who works with separatist terrorists. Like, okay, interesting choice.
I was one of my friends. I'm not gonna call them out by name because I don't want to out them, but. Okay. They were watching Skeleton Crew, and fucking Captain Brutus was there. Hear me out.
Oh my god, dude! I over this weekend or last night I watched the second Sonic movie with my brother and some friends for the first time. Very good movie, by the way. I think it's very funny and good. But I think I'm trying to remember. I think one of them might have said like, hear me out to Knuckles, and I was like, okay. Like,
I mean, it is okay. Here's the thing, though. That's Idris Elba, so like I can.
Right. Yeah, Idris Elba's sexy, nice, so it works. But I swear there was I swear though there was like one or two other times last night where somebody said like a hear me out, and I was like, okay, wait, what are we? But anyway, yeah. So that was seriously though, good job. I did not expect you to get that within the first 10 questions, or at least the first 8. I thought we'd at least get through 8 questions or 7 before
the
you guessed
dog.
it.
No, he's a wolf man. Stars Hour commenting the dog. He's not a dog, he's a wolf man, okay? Get your facts straight.
there are furries, so I guess it's something.
This is the future. This is Elon's America.
Yes, the final phase of Teslaification, werewolves.
Okay, so I have your character. It's definitely somebody now.
Okay.
All right. So you have 20 questions, 3 guesses. The character guesses don't count as questions, by the way.
Okay, so there's a limit.
23.
So technically 23, but there's a little division there. Okay. All right. So I'll start simple. Does this character appear in the movies?
No.
Okay, that narrows it down a lot. Do they appear in the Clone Wars?
No.
Okay. Do they appear in Rebels?
No.
Ah, shit. Okay. Do they appear in The Bad Batch?
No.
Okay, so it's not the animated stuff I've seen. Got it. Unless there's like a random Lego special. Okay.
They do not appear in the Lego specials. Don't worry about that.
All right. Next question, like I did last time. Is the character an alien?
No.
Okay. Okay, that helps a lot, actually. All right. Is the character a Jedi?
No.
Okay. Do they wield the Force?
No.
Okay. Let's see. So they're not a droid because we've established they're human.
Wait. When did I say they were human?
Oh, well, okay. In that case, are they a droid?
Yes. Wait, when did I wait? Did I say they were human?
I misunderstood. I misread. I misremembered my question. I asked if they were alien, and you said no. So my mind jumped to them being human, and it got tangled up there. Sorry.
Okay. Because I was like, hold on there for a minute.
Nazo in chat. Elon did promise mandatory cat girl waifus. I completely believe that.
He brings those to X. Maybe I'll come back to his website.
Maybe, yeah. Just bring in some like cat girls, and we can have peace talks. We won't lock anything in, but we're open for meetings.
I'm not unprivating the account, but I'll consider making it active again.
Right. Okay, so does the droid speak English?
No.
Okay. All right. Are they an astromech?
They're not an astromech.
Okay. Okay, so it doesn't speak English, isn't an astromech. So that crosses off other options as well, like Marta's robot and probably any like K2SO units or anything.
Whose robot?
Marta's from Andor. The little guy.
Yeah.
Marva. Okay, yeah, my mistake. I haven't watched Andor in a minute. I gotta refresh myself. I remember like the names. I remember Cassian. I remember Kino. I remember. Was it Bix? Was the one girl? Yes, and then literally that's it off the top of my head. With now Marva. It's been a minute. Okay, I remember Guy with Brick in the climax. Guy with Brick was cool. Yeah.
So, dude.
Okay. I'm trying to think. So yeah, droids in the shows. That's what is it Lola? I'm gonna ask my first. Okay, I'm gonna ask my first character question. All right.
No, it's not Lola.
How many questions am I at? Is it 9 or 10
You're at 10 right now. You're halfway there. Not including the
one
you're at 10. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Let's see. So it's not Lola, not an astromech, but doesn't communicate in English. This is and now I'm starting to get like really lock in, because I barely remember some of these shows, or at least as much in detail as you do. Okay. And yeah, it'd be Disney Plus stuff, since there's no like other live action avenues. Okay. I was about to ask Chopper because of Ahsoka, but then I was like, no, you said nobody from Rebels, so okay, no. and not an astromech either, so that disqualifies him further. Shit. Damn, oh god, I can hear you laughing, so I know this is one that I am probably more aware of than I remember. Shit.
Well, it's not because of that. Just ignore me.
Okay. Fuck. Shit. Let me think. Okay, I'm trying to remember like all the significant droids from. I forget his name. Is it? I'm gonna ask another character question. Is it the big yellow droid from Kenobi, the one that gets blown up in the tunnel with the one girl?
Yes, it's an NB.
Oh, okay, I got it. Hell yeah, good. Okay, sweet. What are you laughing at? Now I gotta know.
No, I'm just laughing because it was someone from Kenobi. No, just because Kenobi is such a forgettable show. So it was one of the Kenobi characters. I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna get this one.
Yeah, fair enough. I almost like my brain just locked in for a sec. I'm like, okay, focus. Oof.
I'll say this. Nedby is like the only new character in Kenobi that I actually like.
I liked him and Kumail Nanjiani's character, and that's basically it.
I could not stand Haja. I hated Haja so much. I liked him at first when I watched the show, and then just on rewatch, I just because his character made no sense to me, because he essentially
he's like a random he's also kind of a random occurrence in the story, but then he keeps showing back up, and it's like, why are you
that
still
really
here?
Annoyed me too. He kept showing up after, like, even though he wasn't needed for the story. Like, it was just it annoyed me. And also, like, it made no sense, because basically his whole shtick is he tricks people into thinking he's a Jedi so he can help them off world. But like, on one end, if you're paying people for like tickets off world, wouldn't that already be enough like incentive for people to like pay you? Like, if you just say, hey, I can get you off world, like, I just need money, I feel like they would pay you anyway. Like, why do you have to pretend to be a Jedi? And also, I feel like being a Jedi puts a target on your back. Like, I don't
understand. Like, why would you risk getting hunted?
The fact that Haja hasn't been caught when...
That's honestly...
His whole shtick is people... He has kids, or at least the one kid, go up to people and say, do you need help? My friend's a Jedi. Like, if you tick off the wrong person, they can just turn you in.
Oh yeah, like, especially on such
like, an imperial... If they ask someone who's like an Imperial spy or a bounty hunter, and that kid goes up to them, the guy will just be like, oh, can you bring me to the Jedi? And they can just fucking turn you in.
Right, and if they made... That's what's interesting. If they made him a hopeful character who's trying to give some... Like, he pretends to be a Jedi to give people something to believe in, that would be interesting, but he's not that kind of character, so it feels weird to go for that angle. But yeah,
okay with it if they imply that he knew people on the inside of the Empire that were like covering his tracks. Like, that would make sense, but they never bring that up. My only reason to think that he does have people on the inside is that he knew one of the dock officers. That's how like they were doing that. But like, I don't know who that person is. So like, I if he said, oh, I know people on the inside, they help cover my tracks, like a very quick line, that would have made sense to me. But again, that's me making stuff up for the show. That's not something the show gave me as an explanation.
Right. Okay, but yeah, I'm glad I got that figured out.
I feel kind of bad for ripping on Kenobi sometimes because my friend Sideswipe loves the shit out of it, and I'm all for it, but I couldn't get into it. I don't hate it. I just think the show is like it feels pointless to me, or at least it shouldn't have been as long as it was.
If the person, it should have just been a movie. It would have been perfect.
Yeah, just do it like the Marvel special presentations. Make it 45 minutes or an hour or a half hour and a half. It could have
been like 2 hours, but I think that the issue is that it was made essentially as like a money laundering scheme. Like, people can just get a free trial if they want to log on and have it as a movie. But if we stretch it out to 6 episodes, people would have to log on every week to get it.
Right.
Yeah, it feels goes over a month. So you
and I saw this pointed out on Twitter, right? This is really interesting. So Book of Boba Fett is about Boba Fett protecting Tatooine. Obi-Wan is about going off world to help someone. Why was it not Boba Fett helping a kidnapped child and then Obi-Wan protecting Tatooine in secret? Like it.
I guess they felt that Book of Boba would have been too similar to The Mandalorian, but like,
I guess, but it's
ironic considering where that show ended up going.
Right, exactly. So it's like, why not just go with it? And on top of that, like, if you leaned into it, if you really wanted the Obi-Wan Vader rematch that badly to like sucker in Revenge of the Sith fans, fine. Do like a mental battle with like Kenobi fighting I heard the suggestion that imagine an Obi-Wan movie where it's most like an Obi-Wan story where he's living on Tatooine, but we get scenes of him alone with his thoughts, and he like has like he imagines Anakin or Darth Vader and has conversation with him, like,
so, like Kingpin in Daredevil.
Yes, exactly like that. And honestly, I'm like, fuck, that would have been cool. That would have been so interesting.
I'm not against Obi-Wan actually meeting Darth Vader. Like, I'm okay with retconning the line in A New Hope. My issue is that it had to be for a good reason, and they just didn't do a good job.
Right. I still think they could have had him go off world, fight Vader, and then it still makes sense for him to be like, when I left you, I was still the student, but now I am the master. That, like, he can still get his ass beat against Obi-Wan, even if maybe it's a bit more even this time. Like, Obi-Wan got him lit on fire. Maybe in this instance, Vader almost gets Obi-Wan to death, or he doesn't even know it's Obi-Wan at first, but then, something happens, and then Obi-Wan's able to, even like almost half dead, he pulls a fast one on him and almost kills Vader or something, making him still feel like this dude. Like, there were ways to make it work better. I don't know.
People saying that the show, Vader shouldn't have shown up at all. There was no way to do it. Those people are cowards. There is a way to have Vader show up and have it work well.
Yeah, I'm fine if he shows up or not. I just think the whole idea of like, we need an Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I'm like, do we though? Like, don't get me wrong. I love Ewan McGregor. I love Hayden Christensen. Just make like, honestly, if we're going to be done with the Clone Wars show, just, make a short movie, or just make like a special in anniversary of the prequels or honoring them or something. Like, just like what you did with Tales of the Jedi, but just in live action. Why not more of that?
The show was just, I don't understand what went wrong, because all the pieces were there. It was like a perfect story. It was just ruined by the 6-episode format.
Yeah.
The same with like Miss Marvel and like every Marvel show. It should have just, all those shows should have just been films.
Yeah, I'll give credit to Miss Marvel. Had it saved the clandestine and Pakistan stuff for a second season, I think it would have earned its episodic format. But I agree. It was definitely like, anytime it wasn't focused on the community and Jersey and stuff, and the family side of it. Because when they go to Pakistan, the family stuff is still there with her grandmother and the partition stuff. That was good. That's important. Like, I didn't even know what the partition was before that show. So that shows why that stuff's important. But when it's all the clandestine and newer stuff and other dimension shit that was clearly supposed to like connect to Kang and I guess the 10 Rings, because they're the fucking Kree hand with the bangle was in a 10 Rings temple in that one flashback. It's like it's too much. It's too much
I
too
didn't even
soon.
know that. I legit.
Yeah, like it's super brief. Like when the clandestines are finding the bangle on a severed Kree hand, if there's an explosion and you cut to an overhead shot of them, and you can see like the Shang-Chi 10 Rings logo carved in the ground, which raises so many questions, but clearly we're not going to get the answers for them. But yeah, back to it. So I do have my number. I do have my number figure out. And I'm excited about this one because this is a character I do know.
Okay. All right, I'm ready. Are they in a movie?
Oh wait, shit. Hold on. I think I might have gotten the wrong number.
Okay.
Oh shit, I did. Okay. Wrong. All right. This is less interesting, but okay. Now I have the correct character. All right. So, to answer your question, and just yes or no, right? No, thinking about like future stuff or anything.
Huh?
Never mind. The answer is no.
They're not in a movie.
No.
Okay. Okay. Are they in animation?
Well, okay, so question, do Lego specials count? Like the Disney Channel Lego specials they make for Disney Plus and stuff?
For the sake of simplicity, we're not going to include Lego stuff.
Okay.
I would love to, but I feel like it would get way too complicated.
Right. In that case, no.
Okay. They never show up in animation. Okay.
At least not yet. That's for sure. Okay. As far as I know.
Interesting. Okay, so there's only that actually whittles it down to only a few things. Are they in a video game?
No, I don't think so. If they are, I haven't heard jack about it. And I'd be surprised if they were.
They're in a live action TV show though.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let me just write down pretty much.
On a side note, I was trying to record my next video essay earlier, but I was testing out the new mic, so I had a lot of growing pains. The whole time I was holding the microphone to avoid this certain sound issue I was having, and now here I am on stream, and it's just sitting on my computer perfectly. And I assume the sound quality's good. It's all.
No, it's great.
Okay, yeah, and is it coming out both ears? I for the speakers. Does it sound like it's coming out both ends? Because I had that issue earlier where I recorded some stuff, but it only came out the left speaker. I just want to make sure.
No, it's okay. Is it a Mandoverse show?
Yes.
Okay, that's perfect.
Right. I haven't been keeping track of your question number, by the way. So
I'm on 5 right now.
Okay.
So it's. All right, someone in the Mandoverse who hasn't been in animation yet. So that basically is everyone except Fennec.
Yeah, everyone except every character in Ahsoka.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Also Ahsoka. I completely forgot. So it's an original character in the live action shows. I'm going to assume that, but
yeah.
So it's not like Ahsoka. It's not Thrawn.
Oh yeah, it's not like Clone Wars or Rebels or anything. It's much newer.
And for the sake of this, I would assume that when you say no animation, we're including Tales of the Empire and Tales of the Jedi. So
yes, I actually completely forgot about those as options because I haven't watched. I have watched Tales of the Jedi, but I only did once. I have not watched Tales of the Empire yet, but
Tales of the Empire is really good.
I've really wanted to since I saw the trailer. I got to check it out before the end of the year at least because
I'm biased because I love Morgan Elsbeth, but
I'm hoping that show makes me like her because I tolerated her fine in Mando and Ahsoka, but I didn't love her character, and I felt like there was missed potential there. So I'm excited.
I can write a video essay on Morgan Elsbeth.
Good. I'm excited to see what the show. And also, I know from the trailer they brought back my fucking guy, the Grand Inquisitor. So I'm in. Regardless, I'm there.
The Inquisitor's honestly it's the first time the Inquisitor is actually a good character, and because
listen. Back to the questions.
Okay, I'm sorry. But no. I'll say this: he's great in Tales of the Empire.
Okay, good.
He's in the Barris episodes.
We needed redemption after his embarrassing Kenobi performance.
Jason Isaacs plays him again. He looks great. The character model basically melds the Rebels design and the Kenobi costume.
Ooh, good. I like when they do that.
they basically take the best parts of the Kenobi outfit and they meld it with the Rebels design, and basically he looks like what he should have looked like in live action.
Good. I love that. I love the sound of that.
The Clone Wars model, it's like the definitive looking Grand Inquisitor. It's like perfect.
Sweet. Awesome.
Okay, so it's not so it still stands. They haven't been in Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Jedi?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right, so they're in the Mandoverse. Are they in the Mandalorian?
Yes.
Okay, they're in the Mandalorian. Do they appear in any of the other shows?
Yes. I was about to say no, but they do.
Okay. Are they in Book of Boba Fett?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a character, an original character who appeared in both Book of Boba and The Mandalorian. So that literally leaves Din, Grogu, Paz, the Armorer, Carson Teva, I think. By the way, these aren't my character
right. And as I'm not going to say this as an answer or not, but as another suggestion, Cobb Vanth, if you want to throw another Mandoverse characters.
Cobb Vanth. It's Cobb Vanth. Pelimoto. I just realized now how many fucking Mandoverse characters.
Yeah.
It's not R5 technically because he was in the movies. So
right.
All right. So is it a Mandalorian?
I was about to say no, but actually yes.
Is it Grogu?
Yes. That gave it away. I should have just said yes to throw you off the trail, but that
okay.
But yeah, that was my the pick. The one I thought I had at first was actually I read the number wrong and thought it was a Fallen Order character, and I got excited, but then I was like, fuck, okay.
Who was it? Who was the Fallen Order character?
It was BD1. I was so excited. He's not my favorite Star Wars droid. That's still R2D2, but he's so far up there it's not even funny. Like
BD's like number 3. I for me it's R2 and IG-11 are like undisputed top 2.
Completely fair. BD's my number 2.
One are like tied for me. So BD.
I wish that if you went to Galaxy's Edge, there was like a spot where you could build your own BD unit. I would love if I could make one like the game, like the one that I customize. Or I wish there was I hope there's a site in the future where whatever way you customize your BD unit in Fallen Order, you can get that custom made as like a figure or statue or something. I would love that.
Don't quote me on it, but I think they do have BD droids at Galaxy's Edge.
Really?
Don't quote me on it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see anyone. I was there in 2023.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they do have. They only have like a couple color options, but they do sell BD droids.
Ooh, let me actually see real quick. I wanna check them out. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
They also have actual ones like walking around the park too.
Yeah, they almost look their heads look like film projectors, but yeah, those are I mean, I guess the regular one kind of does too, but I see more binoculars than movie players. But yeah, that's cute. I love that. I got I remember I didn't get a droid, I don't think, but my brother did. So that was fun.
I totally dropped like $80 on like a chopper droid that I have not even touched. I don't know why I bought it. Because it was right around the time Ahsoka was coming out, and I was like, well, it's Ahsoka time. I gotta get a chopper, and I don't know why I bought it. And I bought
to be fair, Chopper's awesome. So
I like Chopper, but like it was just weird that I spent so much money on it.
Right? Yeah, it's odd.
No, it's sure. you're a weird fucking guy.
I guess I did deliver it weirdly for sure. I got distracted for a sec.
Don't worry. All right, I have to get you your number now. Okay, so right now we're tied. We haven't been duped yet.
No. Yeah.
All right, let me get the number sheet up. My favorite droid is HK-47. Or HK is cool. I like HK. All right. All right. I got my stupid. Come on. Okay. All right. I have you. I have your character.
Gotcha.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna text my brother something real quick.
Sure. Oh my god, I'm getting ratioed on Blue Sky right now.
God, I just heard I heard my faint whisper echo back from your mic. That was weird. That was fucking weird.
I gotta listen back to that now.
Oh god, I'm texting. I'm asking like my brother if he'd either like to play Rivals later again because we've been doing that recently, or like because he got a Sonic game for his birthday, so I wouldn't mind sitting and watching him play. But I said I whispered Rivals while I was typing, and I briefly heard it back through your mic. I was like, oh fuck, the demons have found me.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
And okay, there we go. I'm ready. So right, I'm asking. Okay. I'll just I kind of have not really a template, but I know a way to start asking these things. So, does this character appear in the movies?
Yes.
Okay. Do they appear in animation? Let me get that one out of the way.
Yes.
Okay. Let me think. I mean, going off our last guesses, I'll be safe and ask, do they appear in the shows, the live action shows on Disney Plus?
No.
Okay, that helps quite a bit. All right. Are they a good guy?
Yes.
Okay, that works out too. Do they wield the Force?
Yes.
Ooh, okay, finally. Now we're getting somewhere. So they've appeared in animation and live action, and they're a good Force wielder. Okay, that helps a lot. Ooh, and it's not, so if they don't appear in the shows, so that means it's not like some of the recurring characters. So not Obi-Wan, Anakin, Ahsoka, any of that. Probably not Luke. Is it Ooh, I should ask, because this isn't always the case. Do they have a lightsaber?
Yes.
Okay, because some Jedi are weird like that, or some Force wielders don't. Right, and the Acolyte doesn't count because that's a show. So a Force wielder uses a lightsaber, appears in the movie. Okay, good. Now we're in my avenue. I love the Jedi stuff as a kid, so this is right up my sleeve. Are they alien?
Yes.
Oh, yes. All right. All right, I'm gonna throw out my first guess just to test something. Is it Kit Fisto?
No.
Okay, that's my goat right there. I had to know. Let's see. Are they no, wait, that's not a yes or no question. I'll take it one at a time. Are they a male?
No.
Ooh, okay, that helps a lot. All right. So appears in animation, female force user on the side of the Jedi, or at least a good person. Also appears in live action. Okay, that narrows the options a lot. But I only have 2 guesses, so I'm not just gonna launch into them. How do I? Is their skin a unique color?
What do you mean by unique color?
By that I mean, is their skin a color that humans don't have? So they're not like Caucasian.
Yes, it is a unique color.
Okay, I was trying to avoid saying like primary or secondary colors because
no, it's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, it is a unique color.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna throw out my second character guess.
Okay.
Is it Shaak Ti?
It is not Shaak Ti.
Okay. All right, that helps a lot. Ooh, I gotta think. So obviously Barriss is off the table given what happened with her. I don't even did Barriss appear in the Geonosis fight in Attack of the Clones? I
yes,
genuinely
that was
don't.
her first appearance.
Okay, I was gonna say I genuinely don't remember her. All right. Does the character have head protrusions? Do they have something coming off their head but still connected to it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go for my third guess.
Okay, this is for all the marble.
Is it Ayla Sakura?
Yes, it is Ayla Sakura.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. So I'm glad I was in the ballpark.
No, yeah, awesome. Okay,
sweet. Yeah, I always liked Ayla as a kid. I like how she was one of the more serious Jedi, but she was also like she was serious, but she also had a little snark in her, enough to banter off like Anakin and everyone else. So I
mean, her master was Quinlan Voss, so
that makes so much sense. Plus, yeah. I do like her design, like ignoring any gooner mindsets or like sexiness. You know me, I love the color blue, so obviously that stuck out to me as a kid. But yeah, that I'm glad. I'm glad to finally get a character that I liked so much as a kid, because I feel it's
you got an objectively good character. You didn't get a racist stereotype, or
I didn't get a random character that I didn't care about.
You have no strong feelings for.
Exactly.
All right. I'm ready when you are. When you get my number.
Right. Okay. Let me see. So generate. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Wait. Hold on. I gotta make sure I know this one.
No, it's okay.
Wait, who is this? Oh, okay. So I do know who this is. I have not, I won't give it away, but I didn't, I had to look them up. I'll admit, I had to look who they are.
All right.
So this is probably more in your, okay, so fire away.
All right. Are they in the movies?
No.
Okay. Are they in a TV show?
No, not as far as I know.
Oh, okay. Are they in a video game?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna assume that, judging by your unfamiliarity with them, and given how you're a giant Fallen Order / Survivor shill, I'm gonna assume that they're not from those. So are they from Battlefront 2?
No.
Oh, okay, wait. So are they from Survivor / Fallen Order?
No, and by the way, that's completely fair to ask. I don't remember every character name in that game. Like, I love those games. I don't know.
Well, I didn't.
Everyone.
The thing is, I think most of the characters I included on that list, you would probably know.
Fair enough.
I included I think the most obscure I got was Turtle.
Okay. By the way, just to be clear, I'm still lazy. I still have not finished Survivor, but it's because I'm afraid.
Finished Survivor, dude.
I'm afraid of getting my heart ripped out. That's the best way I can put it.
So good.
Okay, I will finish it soon. I plan to by the end of January. It's
like the fucking I did not care for the Godfather meme from Family Guy with Chris Griffin, and he's like, "You've never seen the ending."
Yeah. In my defense, Marvel Rivals came out of nowhere and is one of my new favorite games to play. And I was making the animation. I got all this family stuff. I've been busy, so it's not for lack of trying. It's just it ended up on the wayside by accident. Oh, God. Oh, thank you, Star Wars Hour. Thank you for confirming my suspicion that I will.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna. If I would not be surprised if I end up playing that game and I just in the middle of the night shout "No!" out of
That's what I did. That's what I did.
I don't think because I remember, I won't say what it is for the sake of anybody that watches this and gets spoiled on rewatch or anything, but there was one boss fight, and you probably know who this is, where I beat them and I just out loud was like, "Fuck yes, finally, fuck you!" I was so
dragon.
Yes. I was so
I think
satisfied.
most people. I mean, the game's like almost like 2 years old. I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, but now I definitely, especially now that I know that a third one is on the way, I will be on top of it soon. I've just been busy. But okay, yeah.
The amount of times I've had to restart that boss and hear fucking Dagon be like, "You're still chained by the path," and it's like,
oh my god,
right,
you had to remind me.
I want to mute the dialogue so bad.
Oh my fucking god!
Voice line 800 times.
That being said, what made that boss fight worth it to me, at least, fucking fighting upside down on the ceiling because of the force. That was so, like, that's why I love those games. They do just enough shit that I'm familiar with, but then they throw something in cool that I've never seen before. That's so simple. It's like, wow, this is awesome. I feel like I'm having the wonder I used to with Star Wars. That's why I love those games. They give me more, and really the only other things that have done that are, yeah, probably Andor and then Skeleton Crew a little bit. But
let's go.
But yeah, because I genuinely, I had to say, unironically, that scene with Wim and KB in, like, on the near the mountainside, you know, the one probably, that is like one of my new favorite Star Wars moments ever. I was so invested and worried in that scene. It was so good. But yeah,
I knew KB wasn't gonna die, but like in the moment, you know, like even though you know it won't happen, you still get.
Sorry. Star Wars Hour said when Aquaman drowns and Batman cries in echolocation, I was broken, as if that's what happens in Survivor. Cries in echolocation is so good.
You're not the character. I'm trying to think. Just because I'm like deep in thought right now, they're not from Jedi or
Fallen Order. As if they are, I don't know. I can't.
Battlefront 2. What other fucking video games did Lucasfilm make?
Would you like a hint?
Are they from Outlaws?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that narrows it down. There's only like 2 fucking characters in Outlaws that are actually worth a damn. Is it a main character?
Yes.
Does that character talk?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. Does that character probably have Rule 34 of them?
Oh, yeah.
Is it the commando droid? Is it ND5?
Yes.
Yeah!
I love that the fucking Rule 34 question was the penultimate decider.
Thinking it. We've all wanted to.
Dude, I've seen fan art. I've seen fan art. Not porn, but I've seen people shipped them automatically, and I was like, you know what? I get it. I get it.
I don't know if you know.
There's no way there's not one person in the Star Wars universe that hasn't fucked a droid. There's no way.
Well, like Lando and L3.
Yeah, exactly. Like that proves it. There's no way there aren't more people like that. 100%.
Actually, I'm gonna look up. I want to see if Rule 34 of ND5 actually exists.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna like show anything, but.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good.
Yo! Oh my God! It's so. What is with people fucking sideways? I don't understand.
Wait, with a droid? Hold on. That sounds so uncomfortable.
I just saw ND5's robot dick. Okay, we don't need.
Oh my God. Oh God. On the one hand, I'm kind of happy my brain is desensitized enough to porn to not be shocked by that. But at the same time, I'm like, why did I not think of it like that?
That was actually crazy. Have you played Outlaws, by the way?
No, I haven't really. I'll be honest, I haven't taken interest in it. It's one of those things where I thought, oh, that looks kind of cool, but I don't know if I'll buy it unless like the reviews are insanely good.
Dude, I was so hyped for that game, and then it came out. I was like struggling to.
I think it says a lot that. Oh, I think it says a lot that when I type in ND5 in I use DuckDuckGo, not Google. It's a different search engine. Just because I just want to cut back on like, you know, Google having my personal information, and DuckDuckGo doesn't do that as much. But I think it says a lot that when I look up ND5, it gives me several, Star Wars Outlaws pictures, but 2 to 3 of them are fan art. And then the rest of them, it's like the ND5 RC Roadster, a vehicle, and then like the Mazda ND MX5 Mista for sale. Like it's just
it's like that's everything with Star Wars droids. If you type it in without putting Star Wars
here's a link. Where you were correct, because here's a link. Why is the internet thirsting over the Star Wars Outlaw droid? It's an article.
I was convincing my coworkers at my job. I was basically being like, oh no, people are crazy for that robot MD5, and like, Joe, no, you're crazy. You're like insane. I looked it up, and I was like, guys, look, I'm not the only one. And they were like, oh, they're like, good for you. You guys can be in that padded cell together. But ND5 was like the only good thing in that game. I like Kay, the main character. I like her little dog, Nyx. But like the game is it is like the most generic story. I'll give them this. Kay doesn't end up joining the rebellion at the end, which was, I know that was one of Nazo's concerns, that it was going to be like a generic, we got to join the good guys. Kay does not join the rebellion, which I'm happy they didn't do that, but it's such a generic story. The villain is probably like the worst Star Wars villain.
Ooh, that's a statement.
Yeah, do you care about like spoilers? But
oh no, I'm probably not going to play it.
So the guy that you're working for, who's like ND5's like boss, kind of.
Okay.
And basically he betrays Kay, and ND5 is like controlled by him. So like he doesn't want to hurt Kay, but he has like a restraining bolt on. And it's like sad. And it's like the only thing that was like when I was actually like invested, because I wanted to help ND5. So you find out that your quote unquote boss, I don't even remember his name, but he wants to overthrow the bad guy, Slero, and take the crime syndicate for himself. And then basically the Slero works for the Empire, I think. And
okay.
He's basically ISB. Like the crime syndicate is basically in cahoots with the Empire. So then the guy shows up with ND5 and he fucks up the Star Destroyer, and you find out that they're brothers. And he's like, oh, he's like, that was your commando. He's like, that's the commando droid from when we were boys. And he's like, they mention it. He's like, brother. And then and then like not even 5 seconds later, he shoots Slero. So we don't even like. We find out they're brothers, and any interesting drama we could have gotten is immediately taken away from us because Slero's just killed.
So that is now 2. So from everything I've heard, that is now 2 Disney properties released in 2024 that failed to do what Transformers 1 did with Fallen Brothers.
I didn't. Wait, what was the other property?
Mufasa.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna assume that.
I'm talking about like Optimus and Megatron, like their fallout from Friends.
That Mufasa isn't as bad as Outlaws, because I'll say this: I at least cared about the Commando Droid, and I'm sure there isn't a Commando Droid in Mufasa. But
yeah, I'll give Mufasa this from everything I've seen. It's clearly trying harder than the Lion King remake. It's got more color. It's got slightly more expressive animals. And I'm sure, like, if I was the director of that movie and Disney was like, hey, make a Mufasa prequel, I'd be like, okay, I don't entirely know what to do, but I'll give it a shot. I guess it could be kind of interesting. It doesn't need to.
What I'd get out of it aside from money, I'd say, would it open opportunities for me to work on something else that I'd actually want?
Right. Yeah.
And Jon Favreau, like, he really wanted to make The Mandalorian, and the only other options aside from sucking Bob Iger's dick was you have to make a Lion King movie, and he's like, okay, fine, I have to do this thing for work, and then I get to have fun. I can make
Yeah,
a Mandalorian.
I wish, yeah, I think, and to the director Barry Jenkins' credit, when he was given the job, he was like, okay, this is going to be hard, but I'll try it. Why not? Like, it's at least a fun thought exercise, I guess. And I'm sure I can, and same with the Lion King remake, even though the animation itself is weird and uncanny and rough, it's clear the people working on it are talented. Like I saw this like thing on Instagram. It was showing like how they built up the lion models in the movie down to like building the skeleton and rendering the hair and the eye texture, and like it's incredible. The technology is amazing at making it look like real fucking animals. So I'm not going to say that the Mufasa is an effortless movie or a lazy movie. I just think it's a pointless movie. Like we don't need, I'm just going to say it. It's like Madam Web. Mufasa's not main character energy to me, if I'm being honest. It just doesn't, like, I'll give you points for putting in white lions. That's kind of cool. We haven't seen white lions in any of the Lion King spin-off stuff, so that's new. I appreciate that, but I'm not going to see it in theaters. Like, I'll probably watch it for the soundtrack, and because I've not disliked a single Lion King song yet, or at least not hated one, even though I've heard tell of a certain part of the song I Always Wanted a Brother that people are memeing a bit. But yeah, it to me, it's like Kenobi. It's like, do we really need this? I'm not going to say there's no effort here, but do we really need this to exist?
So just with Kenobi, people at least were asking for it. I don't think I saw a single
right.
Like,
yeah, let alone a live action remake Mufasa one. Like at least make it 2D animated, or do the Lion Guard stuff. At least there, it's like people can be like, okay, it's not canon. This is the Disney Junior show. Like we can just disregard it as a thing for that, a spin-off thing. Like, why the remake beyond money? Which, well, okay, what am I kidding? That's the only answer. But yeah, okay, so.
It's your turn now.
Yes. All right.
Okay. All right. Make sure not to say that number out loud because I was just about to say the number.
Okay.
Just as okay. Load. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Are we ready to go?
I'm sorry, it's really, really slow. Oh.
It's okay.
I don't know if that's a character you would know. All right, I have to pick another one because. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I was laughing at Star Wars Hours like joke about like breaking news, Disney announces 2D remake of the 2019 Lion King remake. Honestly, I have to say this, by the way, actually, I would love if somebody on the internet did that. If we could get Lion King 2019 reanimated, like the Shrek reanimated collab, sign me the fuck up. I am there. I would love to work on something like that, because that'd be so cool, honestly. Okay. Even if it wouldn't be sorry, I got distracted, but that's okay. I love that idea.
I got a character because the first one was someone from Resistance, and I didn't think you watched that show.
Oh, so. I haven't seen that. I haven't even finished I tried watching the first episode and I gave up after like the first 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, this is probably not for me. I don't care.
I got an actual share. All right.
Okay.
Right, whenever you're ready.
Bring it. Oh yeah, it's my turn to ask. Okay. Is it Okay. All right. So, is the character a droid? I'll start simple.
No.
Okay. Are they an alien? I should specify, are they alien looking? Because I know they're all aliens technically, but
no.
Okay.
They're not human. I meant like they're not. They are human. Yeah.
Okay, so they're humanoid. Got it. I'll cross this one out since it's an easy one. Are they Mandalorian?
No.
Okay. That's worth considering because I actually do, and I am invested enough in Mandalore to remember at least more than 5 names. Okay. Is it a Force wielder?
No.
Okay. That narrows down a lot of things actually. Do they appear in the movies?
No.
Ooh, okay, even better. Wait, I gotta stow my excitement. Do they appear in animation?
Yes.
Ooh, okay, good. So there's still options open. Got it. So it doesn't appear in the movies, animated, humanoid. Okay. Are they from Skeleton Crew?
No.
Ooh, okay, so that takes a whole show off. Good. Are they from... Actually, that's a good point. Are they from live action?
No.
Ooh, even better. Okay, good. Now I'm starting to narrow it down. Did they appear in Rebels?
No.
Interesting. So humanoid doesn't appear in Rebels. Didn't appear in live action, as far as I know. Okay. Or at least didn't start there. All right. So not Rebels. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if this is like it probably doesn't matter, but I haven't seen Visions yet, weirdly enough. I haven't seen
no one on Visions is on here.
Okay. I know it's non-canon, so I figured it wasn't, but I'm like, you know what? Maybe he thought I did because of animation.
No,
but yeah. I should watch it though. I thought it looked cool. Anyway.
Visions is cool. Some of them are kind of lame, but a lot of them are really great.
Okay. At the very least, it'd be nice to get more unique styles because I love the Clone Wars style, but you know I like variety. Anyway, okay, so let me check this one off just to be safe. Did they first appear in the Clone Wars?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now we're getting somewhere. So, a Clone Wars character, human, not a Force wielder, but not Mandalorian. All right. Do they appear on Coruscant?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I don't remember every name from the planet, but that helps a lot. Okay.
Wait. Do you mean like, have they been to Coruscant?
Yes. Have they been on Coruscant at any point?
Yes, they have been to Coruscant.
All right, good. Actually, you know what? I'll throw out my first character guess. Is it Clovis?
It is not Clovis.
Okay. That's that. I thought that would be a weird wild card, but
it is not someone whose identity is tied to Coruscant, but they have been to Coruscant.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's not like a senator. Like if your point was like, is it like a senator who
gotcha.
It's just they have been to Coruscant, but like that's not like important to their character.
Okay. Are they a bounty hunter?
No.
Okay. Let me think. Do they have a position of political power?
No.
Okay. All right. That helps a lot. Ooh. But it also makes it harder. Ooh. Okay. Not a Force wielder. Appears on the Clone Wars. Has been to Coruscant, but is not a bounty hunter either, or a political influencer in any degree. I say political influencer as if it's like YouTube channels that make political video.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Glep Cheeto.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Clovis Gaming here. Today we're going to be talking about the DEI politics in the Senate.
I was snubbed by Sandhill of the Bacon Clan on Scipio. Here's my story.
We have to talk about why the Banking Clan is good. Meanwhile, the Naboo liberal agenda continues to rear its ugly head.
I was almost assassinated by the Cayuzo bounty hunter Embo. How did he get that job? I'm going to tell you how I got that job. Being a DEI, that's how.
It was me, but we're just going to pretend it was someone else.
When did we need to go back to when we hired Cayuzos because of their talent, not because they were just Cayuzo.
Anyway, Ooh, okay, yeah, so human, alien, not a bounty hunter, not a force wielder, appears in the Clone Wars, has been to Coruscant. Okay, I'm gonna throw out my second character guess. Is it Padme?
It's not Padme.
Oof, shit.
They weren't in the movies.
Right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
I'm not gonna count that one. It's okay. I'm not gonna count the Padme one. It's cool.
Oh, all right. Okay, so if I guessed a character that was from the Clone Wars but not in the movies, that would count. All right. Okay. Shit, my brain is really like starting. Have you seen that? Have you seen that Earthworm Jim meme of like the I'll solve this problem with my 4 hyper intelligent brains? Have you seen that meme? I love the one where it's like I'm angry, I'm cold, I'm hungry, pussy, and then it cuts off. Okay. Oh shit. I really got to think about this. Wow, this is actually stumping me. Yeah, because I feel like Clovis would be the easy pick, but if it's not him, so it's not even a character in a political position of power. So no Bail Organa, who was in the movies, so he doesn't count anyway.
They're not. I'll tell you this: it's not someone even related to like senators or anything. Like you're very.
That's ooh.
That's why I said Coruscant is not tied to their identity. Like they have.
Okay. I actually here's a good question. Maybe it doesn't count as human, but I have to ask: are they a clone?
Yes, they are a clone.
Ooh, okay. That helps and doesn't narrow it down at all.
You only have 200,000 with more than 1 million will on the way choice.
Right. Oh shit! Yeah, actually, how many questions am I at before the 20 limit?
You have 6 more.
6 more. Fuck, only 6 clone guesses. Okay.
But you can do a lot with 6 guesses for clones.
Fair enough. Okay, so are they a commander or captain?
No.
Okay, that helps a lot. Did they end up being a member of the Bad Batch?
Yes.
Ooh, even closer. Okay, been to Coruscant, been on the Bad Batch, but they probably have all been there, so maybe that doesn't help. Let me think. Okay, I'll have my second character guess. Is it Omega?
It is not Omega.
Okay, that helps a lot. Okay. Do they work more with technology than fighting?
It is not tech.
Okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, Echo, because of his bionic enhancements, he counts too.
Okay. No. It's not technology.
Okay. Oof. All right. I'm going to throw out my last character guess. But
are you sure? Because if you throw it out, it's done. You still have 2. You can still ask 2 more questions.
Okay, actually, yeah, fuck it. I'll throw out 2 more questions. Okay. Do they have hair?
No.
Is it Wrecker?
It is Wrecker.
Yes, hell yeah!
All right.
I got down to the wire there, but I got it.
All right. Do you want to still do 2 more rounds, and then before we how long do you want this to go for? Do you just
I feel like we could at least do. We're going at an okay pace, so I feel like we could at least do like 2 more rounds each.
Okay.
I think that's reasonable for us because we get sidetracked a few times, but we're not getting like too far off.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah. I'll generate the number now.
It's okay.
Let's see. Who do we have here? Okay. Good. This is someone I do know very well. All right. Fire away whenever you're ready.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Okay.
Yeah, take your time.
All right. Are they in the movies?
No.
Okay. Are they in a TV show?
Yes.
Okay. Is it animated? Are they in an animated show?
No. It's live action.
Okay. Live action. Okay. Is it part of the Mandoverse?
Technically, no. I don't think. I'd say I don't think, but I feel like it would give it away. So
okay, wait. It's okay. Does well actually no wait. Does it have 8 episodes?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not like it's locked in at it doesn't have more than 8. It has
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not Andor, it's not Kenobi. And it's not for the we can throw out Book of Boba too. So
Mhm.
so I'm at 4 right now. Is it I'm careful here. Is it Is it Ahsoka?
No.
Is the show Ahsoka.
Oh, is the show Ahsoka? No.
Oh, is it Skeleton Crew?
Yes.
Okay. That's why. All right. All right. There aren't a lot of characters in Skeleton Crew, so is it one of the kids?
Yes.
Okay. Are they a boy or a girl?
Well, remember, yes or no.
Oh, are they okay?
Question.
Are they a boy?
Yes.
Okay, so it's either Wim or Neil. Okay.
I mean, you don't know that. Maybe it could be Neil's brother. We don't know.
Could be Tulu. No. I don't think I put Tulu on the list. So wait. Is it Neil?
No.
Is it Wim?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So I already have yours.
Okay. Good.
All right. I'm ready. All right. I'm ready when you are.
Okay. So I'll just kind of go similar pattern again. So have they appeared in animation? Let me just get that one out of the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they appear in the movies?
No.
Okay. Do they appear in Rebels?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But I gotta ask now, do they appear in Clone Wars? Because not all Rebels characters started there.
No.
Okay. Okay. Do they appear in the Bad Batch?
No.
Okay. So it's a Rebels character. Got it. All right. Are they an alien?
No.
Okay. Are they humanoid? Or a human? Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Do they wield the Force?
Yes.
Okay. I have a guess off that slight pause. Is it Sabine?
Oh God. Fuck. I knew it. I knew the minute that I spawned. Fuck, I gave it away. I was like, they don't in Rebels, but they do in Ahsoka. And the minute I said yes, I was like, fuck, I already gave it away.
Yes, my Rebels fandom pays off finally.
I mean, here's the thing. Technically, in Rebels, they were more sensitive, but Dave Filoni later retconned that. But
really? Wait. So I said it right. Is it Sabine?
Yeah, it is.
Sabine. Oh, okay. I was just making sure. I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense for why he did it in Ahsoka. But
I still really like that Sabine became a Jedi. I know people.
Yeah, like I said in the last one, I don't have a problem with her becoming a Jedi at all. Her wielding the Force, I'm like, well, no. Even her wielding the Force, I could buy. I just wish like the connection between her and Ahsoka had one flashback minimum. Like I said last time.
Here's the thing: season 2, we're not going to be doing a lot because most of the characters are no longer in the vicinity of Ahsoka.
Right,
We
they're on a
have, like-
fucking crab planet with Balin
Yeah.
at most. So
We
like,
have like 5 characters to work with. We have Balin, Shin, Huyang, and Sabine. And
yeah.
I'm gonna assume that Ahsoka season 2 is gonna take place just on Peridia. I would hope that we're gonna have a flashback of them training. I hope they do. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I would like to see Sabine when she was younger training with Ahsoka.
Yeah, I want to say, and also if we get those flashbacks, Filoni or whoever gave the final say on the lighting of that show, by God, give Lothal back its color, please. It looked so dry and boring in Ahsoka. I don't fucking care. It looked so boring. Whereas Lothal in Rebels is one of my favorite locations in all of Star Wars. The main city is so pretty and the sky is so vibrant and gorgeous. Please up the vibrance by 5% in Premiere Pro, for the love of God. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but yeah, I'll go ahead and generate the next one for you. Ooh, okay, earlier in the list. Got it. Shit, I shouldn't have said that because you might remember it, but
no, it's okay, don't worry. For all I know, that could be
okay. I might have to look this one up. I don't know if I remember them.
Okay.
Who is? Oh, wait. Who is? Oh, okay. This is a tough one. This is one that would give even me trouble, even though I do know who this is.
Okay. Are they in the movies?
Yes.
Okay. Is it main 9?
Sorry, what?
Are they in the main 9 movies?
Yes.
Okay, so then the Skywalker Saga. Do they appear in the original trilogy?
No.
Are they in the prequels?
No.
Are they in the sequel trilogy?
Yes.
Okay, so that narrows it down a lot. Are they in The Force Awakens?
No.
Are they in The Last Jedi?
No.
Okay, so they're in Rise. Okay, so they appear in only Rise of Skywalker. So that literally.
Dude, you're gonna be so fucking pissed when you guess this one.
No, because the thing is, as much as I detest Rise of Skywalker, I actually really like the Glup Cheetos in that movie.
I agree with you. I think Rise of Skywalker has my favorite alien designs in the sequels. I love I really like the weird warthog zebra horses on Kef Bir. I love the green guy with the horns that gets his head cut off, and the of course Claude, Lord and Savior.
I actually really hate Claude. I think as a technological feat, he's great, but I just really wish that Rose took his position, because it's you need a mechanic for a scene.
Yeah,
fair enough. Rose. No, let's use the big banana that doesn't even have fucking arms.
Right, and regardless of what they did, people were gonna hate Rose anyway, so might as well. They get about the same amount of fucking screen time and delivery anyway. So
is this person human?
No.
Okay. All right. So that literally, it's not Zori. It's not Jenna. It's not General Pride. I don't think I put any.
Oh, General Pride. I'm so glad you said his name, because this is a side thing. I watched this show on HBO Max called I watched this show on HBO Max called The Franchise. Have you heard about it? It's a newer comedy. Sorry, your mic went all over the place there.
I have not heard of it now.
It's a comedy. It's a comedy about people making a superhero movie that's just a complete production disaster. And it's not super overt with its references, but it clearly makes fun of production shit that's happened on Marvel and DC movies.
Stormfront's in it? Oh my god.
It's good. It's not as funny as I wanted it to be, but they got some good jokes in there. The actors are doing a really good job speaking fast. Daniel Bruhl, Zemo, is the director, and he's really funny. And but the reason I'm glad you mentioned it is because Richard E. Grant is in the show. He's one of the funniest characters there. And I was trying to think to myself, where the fuck have I seen this dude? where have I seen him in a franchise thing? And I thought I saw him in an MCU project, but now I remember it's General Pride.
Well, he was also in Loki. He played old Loki.
Oh, right. Oh my God. I can't believe I forgot that. Fuck.
Also, he was in Logan too. He was Stryker's son.
Right. Yeah. He was the mad science guy. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's when
Dr. Xander Rice.
Thank you. That drove me nuts that weekend. I was like, fuck, where have I seen this guy? Yeah, I know I've seen him elsewhere.
Yeah, he seems like a very lovely guy, by the way.
Oh yeah, he seems so like charismatic and funny. He's so fun to watch. Have you seen
his video from what's the word? He posted it like around the time Rise was coming out, and he saw the premiere screening for it. And he was like, in his room, he was on like his bed, I think, and he was recording himself on his phone. He's like, I just watched The Rise of Skywalker. He's like, I laughed, I cried. He's like, it was perfect. And people kind of memed him for it, and I felt kind of bad. And it's like, he seemed so genuine though. Like, I really wanted
Dude, I haven't seen the full thing. I saw the interview clip where he talked about how happy he was to kill Hux. I'm
I love that.
That's a man who had fun.
I love that part.
Yeah, that's fun.
But no, I love the little tidbit with General Pride where when he's running down the steps and he sees Ochi's like ship and he goes, whose ship is this? And because of Shadow of the Sith, that entire scene has been recontextualized now because in that book he meets Ochi. Like basically Ochi meets up with one of the Imperial remnants who happens to be run by General Pride, and he's like hiding out in the Outer Rim, and it's like fucking miserable. It's all like muddy and rainy, and he's like lamenting on how like he can't wait for like the Imperial remnants to reorganize and take over the galaxy because he's in like a shithole right now, and he doesn't even have stormtroopers because all of like his troopers are like just like they have like brown armor and stuff, and they're not even like normal troopers. So Ochi shows up because he needs help with the main plot line with Rey's parents, and it's dumb. But he shows up on the ship, and Pride is like, "Oh my god, this is like the ugliest fucking ship I've ever seen in my entire life." And he's like, "I'm happy." He's like, "I'm happy. I'm never gonna see that thing again." So him running down the steps and him going, "Whose ship is this?" is like him going, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, it's like, oh Jesus Christ, this fucking turd is back in my life.
No, it's literally him going, oh fuck, Ochi's back. God damn it. I
like
really could have gone the rest of my life not seeing Ochi ever again.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I like that tidbit. I thought that was because it's like people were freaking out when that book came out because they're like, guys, this scene has been changed forever. It's the one scene of General Pride. But I don't even like General Pride that much as a character. His existence is just funny to me.
He's just a fun goober. Like he's not even like a deep character. I just think he's funny for what time he has.
His characters and he's just a fucking corporate shill.
Yeah.
Such reign and power will correct the error of Star Killer Base. And he just looks at General Hux because it's just obviously of like a knock at his ego.
He just gives him that stare of like, and yes, I am dead ass talking about you. Deal with it, you little shit.
You fucking ginger, you're a failure.
You listen here. You like, yes, you're looking at me correctly. I am giving you eye contact. You goddamn redheaded Nazi. This is my
God is sitting in a recliner laughing at you every day. All right. I just realized I haven't even guessed the character yet.
Right, yeah.
So it's not a human, but okay, wait, so Claude. Wait, so I'm just going through every character. Do they talk?
Yes.
Okay. Do they live?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so it's not Bulio because he got wrecked. Poor bastard. And you said they speak English?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not Claude and it's not Babu Frick.
Those would have been good guesses, but no.
Yeah. Because Babu technically speaks jibber jabber, but like he has like, but like he mainly speaks like.
Yeah, he speaks. Hey, like
he has like droid and memory go blank. Like he has like little moments where he talks, and also possibly in Mando. I'd like to think that it's him in Mando, even though they technically didn't name that in Zelen, but I'd like to think that. He was the one Grogu was giving a little hug.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was key. I'll say this. I felt his like marketability was leaned in on more, but I liked the Grogu stuff in Mando season 3. I thought that was one of the brighter spots of it. I especially like me and my mom, we were laughing our asses off at the him and IG with the yes, no, we loved that. It was so funny.
I saw that in the theater for the premiere, and
oh my gosh,
I was in London when that came out.
Oh, nice.
That I wasn't even supposed to be there. We totally snuck in because it was for VIPs only, and I remember we were online for D. Bradley Baker, and people were coming back from the Mando panel, and they got like posters of season 8, and they were like, people were like, oh, we got tickets to see episode 7. They were showing it tonight, and we were saying like, oh, I was like, oh my god, that sucks. We're not gonna be able to see Mando. And my mom was like, she's like, let's just go in and like, she's like, let's just walk in, like, let's just see what happens. And I'm like, yeah, but we'll get kicked out. And she's like, Joe, she's like, let's just see what happens. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I really don't want to get in trouble because I don't like confrontation, but let's try. We just walk in and nobody stops us. Like, nobody asked for tickets. So we go in, then fucking Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni walk out with the cast of season 3, like Katie Sackhoff and Carl Weathers and
talk about a fucking surprise.
I was like, whoa! I was like, oh my god! I was like, that's crazy, and I was totally not crying. And Rick Famuyiwa introduced himself as Dave Filoni by accident, and Dave like put his hat on him.
Nice.
He's really cute. So we were like, when IG-12 came out and Grogu was doing like the yes no thing, people were cracking up. It was really, it was
also
really
speaking of comedy. I have to bring my attention to this. Thank you, Nazo. Pride to Hux. Your father should have beat you harder. Holy shit!
That's so dark. Like, I'm not against it, but it's so dark.
That sounds like a Brandon Rogers bit. You know Brandon Rogers, the comedian? Yeah. Like, that sounds like a bit he'd do as one of his characters, like the mom, like, your father should have beat you harder or something.
It's awesome.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
No, yeah, but I was
I follow this. I follow this try not to laugh. I follow this try not to laugh channel named Stanley MOV. His subreddit has started this joke. It's dark, but they every now and then they'll just make memes where the punchline is "I beat my son." Just the word. It's like, what? I don't get how it started, but that reminds me of that so much in my brain. I'm just like, oh my god, that
face when I turned my child into a vegetable.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. Anyway, yeah, you were saying so the con and then the continued.
Yeah, so it was questions. It was great, but like we that opening with just like seeing like was so like because getting to see like Moff Gideon again, I was like freaking out because I was like, Mom, he doesn't have the mustache anymore, and like we got to see like Pellaeon and Hux. And what was funny is that same day, the news outlets that were at Celebration were like, oh, I forgot who the actor who played Pellaeon in that scene. They're like, oh, we'll be playing Captain Pellaeon in Ahsoka, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then later, I mixed up the timeline. After the panel, after we saw the episode, I went home to the hotel and I saw the announcement. It said this actor will be playing Captain Pellaeon in Ahsoka. And I like smiled to myself and I'm like, nah, No, he's not. 'Cause I was like, they confirmed it, but it's like he is gonna be playing Pelion, not that show. So I was like, kind of like people were like, oh, I can't wait. We have to wait all that time to see him, and I'm like, he'll be around. But wait a minute, is it fucking Aftab Akbar?
No.
Oh, okay. I got really annoyed for a minute because wait. So who's left then?
So I feel like I've misled you astray. I think when you said not human, you did what I did earlier.
Oh, it's a droid. Okay, wait. Is it a droid?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, so what fucking robots are in I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Wait, I need to know your answer because that'll make this even funnier, please. Oh my god.
Fucking like dildo on a unicycle? Is it
It's Dio. Yes, it's Dio. I knew you would have that reaction.
I legit forgot that character existed.
I did too. So I cannot blame you. and yes, Nazo, I know your joke is very tame. It's compared to other internet shit. It's still funny and dark.
Oh
so props to you, man. We weren't expecting that.
The freaking I legit have such a vendetta against Dio as a character because I legit like
he is plot device, the character.
He's a literal plot device. They shun R2-D2 just to introduce another fucking robot. Like it ticks me off so much. Like he everything that's wrong with Disney Star Wars is exemplified in that character. Like I just like, why would you shun R2-D2, dude? Like, if it was like because the story was too crowded, then fine. But it's like, why would you introduce another robot? Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
Like, at least people like BB-8. Like, I know.
Just use fucking BB-8. You're phasing him out anyway in these movies. Just use him again. Like, what?
Yeah. Like, I know. Like, I don't like BB-8 that much, but BB-8's at least like a fan favorite. Like people are like you can walk up to someone and
BB-8's probably like one of the things I like the most about the sequels and keep coming back to.
My mom likes BB-8 and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. But like it just annoys me because it's like R2's the OG. It's like
right, and he got phased out.
In the Book of Boba Fett. Like he had more shit to do in that show. Like I don't know. Like it's just man, I really yeah. All right, so I think we have time for one more.
Okay.
I have to get you your character because I actually didn't. I have to get the wheel. Let the wheels wheel be done. Whew. All right. Come on. Okay. I got one. All right. I'm ready when you are.
Okay then. So back at it again. I'll get movies then the species. Okay, so are they in the movies?
No.
Okay. Are they in the cartoons?
Yes.
Okay. Are they in the Disney live action shows?
Yes.
Okay, that opens up options, but does make things hard. But not too impossible. Okay. Are they a droid?
No.
Are they human?
Yes.
Okay. So appears in a cartoon and a live action series and is human. Okay. Good to know. Are they a force wielder?
No.
Okay, so that doesn't narrow it down. Shit. Here's a question I haven't asked. Do they have a blaster?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. That's in the right direction. All right. And there's a few. Okay, so So yeah, not Ezra, not Kanan, not any Jedi, but not other characters like Hera or anything that are human-esque but not human. Um, hmm. So Blaster appears in the cartoons, appears in the live action series. Are they an antagonist?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. All right. And that doesn't narrow it down for me. It doesn't make it easy this time. So okay. Fuck, I'm trying to think. So they have a blaster, but they're not an antagonist. All right. Are they I'll knock this one out because I'm thinking because it helps me a bit. Are they Mandalorian?
No.
Okay. Are they with the rebellion?
No.
Okay, that helps a bit more. All right, 10 questions left, I think, if I counted correctly. All right. Fuck. Okay, this might be the part where I lose. I'll have to see. So they have a blaster, they're human, and they've been in both the animated series and live action stuff. Okay, so characters with guns. But they're not in, you said not in the movies, right?
No, they are strictly in TV.
Okay. So strictly TV character, but one who was also animated. Got it. And it's not a clone because there's been no like clone troopers in the live action shows, really.
Yeah.
Or at least none that I remember or like that to me matter for the story.
Hey, Rex was in Ahsoka. It's not Rex, by the way, but like.
Yeah. Wait. What the fuck do you mean that's not Rex in the flashback?
No, I meant like it's not like the answer isn't Rex.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I'm like, well, wait. Then who the fuck?
No, that was Rex. But
I was like, Ahsoka, did you hit your head? Anyway, okay. Oof. All right. So interesting. So wields a blaster. So not in the rebellion. Are they a bounty hunter?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. That helps quite a bit. Okay, but I gotta think. Human bounty hunters. Okay, so it's not Dengar. It's not. Definitely not Bane or Enbo or Aura Singh or any of the alien-looking ones. But it can't be Boba Fett because he was in the movies. Oh, and he's a Mandalorian, so it doesn't count. Let me think. I'm trying to. I liked the bounty hunter stuff too as a kid, so I'm trying to rack this in my brain. It's not the one girl from the Clone Wars episodes with the pirate spike head, the one in I think like a faded pink.
Lots? No, it's not Lots Razi.
That's her name, yeah, Lots. Definitely not Hondo, definitely not a pirate. Or at least not his pirates. I'll make my first character guess. Is it because again, I haven't finished Bad Batch. I haven't finished Bad Batch or watched Tales from the Empire. So for all I know, he could have shown up in either. Is it Van the pirate?
Well, Vane's a pirate.
Vane. Oh yeah, and I just said no pirates. Shit.
No, it's okay, but it's okay.
Right.
I wish Vane would show up in animated stuff. That'd be pretty wizard, but Disney doesn't want to give people what they want.
Shit, I'm trying to. Let me see. And also, I am not looking up characters. I am trying to just like. I'm not looking up like broad Star Wars pictures or anything. I am trying to just use my brain. Fuck. Let me think. So a human bounty hunter from the animated shows and the live action stuff. Okay. So but it's shows. So that leaves it's got to be a character who is either in Clone Wars, Bad Batch, Rebels, or the Tales stuff, and who also made it to either Mando, Book of Boba Fett, and or Ahsoka, or well, okay, if Vane the Pirate's the only Skeleton Crew returning character, then doesn't really matter. And yeah, there's nobody from Acolyte, that's for sure.
Because they're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead or Yoda, which I didn't love that they slapped that on at the end. Like, we need to discuss something, Master Yoda. I'm like, okay, the random
my favorite thing leading up to that was people being like, should it be puppet or CGI Yoda? And then someone tweeted out, they were like, everyone's asking if it should be CGI or puppet Yoda, but I'm asking, should it be Lego Yoda?
Now if that happened, I'd be like, whoa, you have me invested now. Honestly, and on that note, I'll say it. I wish the Acolyte was. I know some people will disagree, and that's fine. And I understand with Star Wars, part of the appeal is the fact that it is all the same timeline. I wish Acolyte was its own universe. I'm gonna be blunt. I wish it was a new Star Wars universe, because like then we can just fucking separate it from all these dumbass discussions about the lore and the canon, and like we gotta send death threats to the Wikipedia over Ki-Adi-Mundi's age. It's like, fuck off.
Dude, it could have just been like Visions. That would have been cool.
Yes, I wish it was just its own thing, just its own separate thing, like those
high. Funny though, because by the end of the show, they resolved it and nothing was broken. People were like, "Oh, the Jedi know about the Sith," and then it's like, "Well, no, because everyone who encountered Chimera is now dead." So it's like, you guys were
right.
About nothing. It really annoyed me because I was always telling people, I'm like, wait until the show's over because they'll probably explain it, and they're like, "No, they can't."
And obviously. As we went over in the last stream, we both are in agreement with this. No, Osha and May's existence does not invalidate Anakin or his existence. That was stupid. Y'all really need to stop hanging everything on the fucking Chosen One angle. Like, I'm really sick. People are trying to act, and people were acting like that. Like Ki-Adi-Mundi should bring this up in casual Ki-Adi-Mundi should bring this up when they meet Anakin. I'm like, why though? Like, that was hundreds of years ago, and they're probably dead now. Like, it was resolved, and it had nothing to do with the Chosen One legend. Also, not to mention, like that shit. Like, why this reminds me of the time that there were two black girls that were tied to the Force. It's like, this is the whole, like, people need to bring up the celestial in the ocean thing, but unironically, right? Like that anyway.
I mean, like, the argument is that, like, they should have known.
I will say, sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, I'm just trying to think, because it's like, people are saying the idea that Osha and May were created in similar circumstances to Anakin should have been brought up in The Phantom Menace, because like, the Jedi would have known. They're like, hey, didn't this happen with two random girls like a century ago? And it's like, well, for one, no, Anakin wasn't created by virgins. And for all we know, they could have brought it up, but then they would have been like, well, no, Anakin just had a mother, whereas, like, the witches were like force sensitive, like a force sensitive cult. Like, we didn't, for all we know, Shmi is not a cult member, and they could have been like, that doesn't make any sense.
And or I will say this. Sorry, yeah, I'll let you finish.
Or Soul intentionally hid that information to protect Osha.
Okay, yeah,
which also makes sense because he wouldn't want that information out, and he didn't want Osha. Because did they even bring up? Did Vernestra even be like, well, she was from a cult of witches? Like, for all they know, there was nothing. For all they know, they weren't even witches.
I don't remember enough about the show to like clarify that, but yeah. I will say this though: I'll say this about the Acolyte. There was one thing with like the lore and stuff that did piss me off, or like the Force powers. When Chimera in the finale is just like, I can wipe her memory. I'm like, where did that come from? That was the one part of that was the only part of the finale that made me angry. I was like, okay, so you can't just do that. You can't just bring that in so casually. Like, what? You're bringing this up.
Have they done that in Star Wars before? Like,
I don't know. Like, I'm fine with the idea of some ancient Sith or like older Sith being able to. I'm not against the idea that like someone could master the Force so much and the dark side that they're fucked up enough to like wipe someone's brain. But the way Kamir says it, it's like he just casually brings it up. I'm like, even if you're with Darth Plagueis, that feels like a stretch to me. And to just, and especially like because he didn't want to be.
It could have been what's the word? Foreshadowed earlier, like it, because it came out quite literally out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Like, that was the issue. Like, it existing is not an issue. It's more so that it only has been brought up once in Ghosts of Mortis when the father erased.
Yes, that's the only time, and there he was a Force god.
He was a god.
So,
Kamir.
Yeah.
So like,
exactly.
I don't know. I'm not like, it exists, so like I'm not against it, but
right. But it just felt too casual and last minute. I just wasn't.
Yeah,
and
if you brought it up earlier, it would have been.
It would have at least been
the EU, but it's only for particular memories, so it doesn't destroy someone's mind entire. Yeah, like May was essentially reverted back to the mind of a child. So I don't know. Like, literally all they had to do was just set it up beforehand in like episode 6. Kamir can bring up like I can erase minds or something like that. Like, they could have just done that, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it's dumb, but like I'm not like angry about it. It's just more just an issue with the show. But
yeah. But anyway, oh yeah. So how many questions do I have left? Like, what's my?
We're at 11 right now.
Okay, shit. So, okay, right. Reminding myself, Human Bounty Hunter from the animated and live action stuff does carry a blaster. Okay, so it's probably not Skeleton Crew because Vane the Pirate is like the only returning character I know of that shows up in it.
What if all of episode 8 of Skeleton Crew is like just Din Djarin showing up and it's just 40 minutes of him beating the fuck out of Jod?
You will see me on the news with a blaster at my local Walmart if that happens. Like,
no, I'll just be like pistol whipping Jod, and he's like, "You're a really sorry fucking excuse for a father figure." He's like, "This is how you, this is what you call a surrogate father," and just him like pistol whipping the shit out of Jod.
as funny as that would be, I might actually be like, "Show, fuck you. I love the work you did with the kid characters, but show, fuck you." Like, just
I don't think Mando will show up unless if it's like a post credit scene. That's fine, but I don't think he's gonna show up.
Even then, my only thing is like, he needs a reason to show up for me to be like, okay, why are you here? That's my thing. If you're gonna bring in other characters, fine. Give me a reason where it's like, okay, I could buy that.
I would love it if like at the end the N1 shows up, like the end of like Mandalorian season 2, and the N1 comes out of hyperspace, and all the pirates are like, "Who's that?" And then Vane is just sitting there like, "Oh shit, we're done," because he's the only one who knows who the Mandalorian is.
That would actually be funny if the pirates just went off their own way. It's like, well, I guess I'm the new captain now, and then timed perfectly with the Naboo starfighter coming out of hyperspace, you just hear ba-bum wow, and it's like, fuck.
Vane is just like, he's like, I gotta get the hell out of this planet, man.
Yeah, it's like what you suggested with Pride seeing Uchi's ship again. It's like, oh fuck, not this again. Have you seen the oh, this is such a random reference. Have you seen the Sonic fan dubs by Snapcube? You know, with the Eggman meme of the "I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch ass motherfucker." Have you seen those?
I have not.
Oh my god, I have to show you that clip at some point. But there's a great bit from one of them where like the person playing Eggman, he gives it's one of my favorite quotes from the dubs of the "Oh no, the instant ramen has been released. We need to go now." That's how I imagine Vane would react seeing Mando. It's like, "Oh no, the plot armor has found us. We need to leave right now and go to the next season." Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, so I have to give credit. This is actually a head scratcher because like when you think the bounty hunters in the animated stuff, they didn't really do humans. They did weird shit like Bosk and like IG units and Cad Bane. They didn't really do characters like Dengar or Boba. So it's and fuck, Dengar doesn't even count because he was in Empire Strikes Back, so I can't say that even if he was in the live action shows. Shit. Okay. I'm impressed I remember that at all, by the way. It's been so long since I've seen the original trilogy. Okay. Fuck. A bounty hunter. Well, it's not Aura Singh. And it wouldn't be because she doesn't even show up in the show. Fuck. Okay. Think, Kevin. What bounty hunters show up? Okay. I'm trying to think.
So more questions. It'll help you.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So fuck, I have 9 questions left. All right, I'm just gonna start trying to tick them off. Do they show up in Kenobi?
No.
Do they show up in Book of Boba Fett?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, that just narrowed down everything. Okay, wait.
Because there's only like 4 people in that show who aren't.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's not Boba. It's not Cad Bane. It's not any of the Pikes or Tusken Raiders. Well, Din Djarin hasn't been in animation either yet, so it can't be him. Unless he did show up in Bad Batch for some godforsaken reason, and
no,
I just
Bad Batch. I don't even know if he was born. No, he was born at that point.
I would like to see the Purge of Mandalore animated. Can we please finally get that beyond a flashback in another show? Like, I'm still mad about that. Okay. Focus, Kevin. Shit. So yeah, what were the fucking... Yeah, so the bounty hunters in Book of Boba Fett, it was Mando. It was Mando, Boba Fett. Is it Cobb Vanth?
No.
Oh, okay. I feel like that one would at least make weird enough sense for me to be like, oh yeah, he's probably in Bad Batch somehow. But no, okay. Oh, is it Fennec?
Yeah, it's Fennec.
Okay. I can't believe I almost forgot her. That's crazy. I forgot she was a bounty hunter. But yeah, that makes God, that's right. She was, man, I really should have gotten that earlier. Because she's from she's from some of the only parts of Bad Batch I have watched. So dang. Well, this was interesting. Neither of us really won or lost, but that was a good thought exercise.
We did it. We all got there. We all got there by the end.
Yeah, it proved I'm better at remembering Star Wars stuff than I think. Like I said, sometimes it's like algebra. If you tell me how to get to the answer, I get it. But when you ask me to start the problem, I'm like, okay, fuck, how do I write this? That's how I feel sometimes with Star Wars. Like, if you show me this character, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that name. But if you just give me the name on its own, sometimes I'm like, wait, who is this? So yeah, that was good. So this basically turned into like 20 questions. This is literally 20 questions in a way with like, so it's Guess Who and 20 questions night, which fitting. I used to play the, did you get the Galactic Heroes figures when you were younger for Star Wars? Did you collect any of those?
Were those like the Morse figures?
Did
they like those blue dye? Or were those different? Something different.
Let me actually, I will look up a let me see. They were so they were little figures of Star Wars characters. Usually like they had their knees bent. They were small. They could fit in your hand.
Oh, I remember. No, I didn't have these.
Oh, I collected the shit out of those, dude. I tried to get all the Clone Wars ones I could. But yeah, so wait, where was I going with this? I had a point. So the when I was younger, there was like a Galactic Heroes Guess Who board. Like it had like the little Star Wars card characters in there, and you could play it back and forth with friends or family. So that it's nostalgic actually in a weird way. Without even knowing it.
I promise.
Oh, I'm glad. I thought I muted my mic again for a second because my new microphone, it's literally I tap the top and it mutes itself, which is great. But when you're like you forget that, it's like, oh my God.
No, I get it.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I mean, that was fun. It was interesting.
Hell yeah. Let's go. But yeah, it's been amazing having you here, Kevin. Do you have anything you'd like to plug before we sign off?
Yeah, sure. To all two of you in chat. I mean, let's see. I have I do have I'm on Instagram at Amber Elephant Instagram. I'm on Blue Sky as well, just NDVNR, just American Elephant. I actually have a website now. I made a website with Wix called elephantpowerart.com. You can, if you want to, you can go over there and look. It's mainly got it's got artwork I made in college because I'm done with college classes now. So, and part of the final stretch was making a website. So there you can see some of my animations for school and like some character artwork I've drawn and some animatics. I plan to also upload like my animation stuff that I make and like video thumbnails. Speaking of, if I don't know, there's a very low chance that any of you watching this even know what this is. But if you love the Cartoon Network series Infinity Train, in particular its second season, I made a fan animation for it. It's about to be a week old tomorrow. And, I'm happy with the reactions I've gotten so far. And it's thankfully reached fans of the show. But, if anybody's interested or at least want to see proof that I can animate and I did go to school for it, then feel free to check it out. It's called Place for Us, and it's on my channel at Elephant Power Productions. That's mainly the stuff I want to shill. But yeah, thank you for having me, Joe. It's always fun, always weird, surprisingly entertaining when I least expect it, like with the jokes we come up with.
You mean surprisingly entertaining? Are you saying I'm not an entertaining guy?
Oh no, in just the sense that there's some shit I don't see coming at all, or things I don't expect, like when we both simultaneously said my name Jeff in the last video. That was that was a highlight. So yeah, thanks for having me. I'm always happy
to tell you that guy ended up responding to my comment.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Interesting. Really? I take it wasn't great.
No, he's interesting. It was not great, but
was he like swearing or was he condescending?
No, he was just really condescending because he's like, I made the comment like, oh, Obi-Wan has no reason to be upset. No one has a reason to be depressed. And he's like, Obi-Wan's supposed to be the best of us. He's not supposed to be like depressed. And I was like, okay.
Wait, are you fucking kidding me? Did he actually?
He didn't say that verbatim. He basically was like, it's out of character for Obi-Wan to sulk.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, the comment's still there. You're more than welcome to intervene if you'd like.
Oh my god! No, I'm not getting in a YouTube comment fight over Star Wars. No offense, I just can't believe he said that. Like Obi-Wan, is supposed to be the best of us. I can't sell again. Like I said in the last stream, I say this as an optimist who consistently lives on a fuck nihilism mindset. We get sad. We are sad about shit, and we can feel depressed. It happens, and especially after what happened with
Obi-Wan Kenobi, because he's perfect.
Oh my god! Okay. And on that note, I'm gonna call it. Thank you as always for having me, Joe. You've been great. I'd love to do another one of these sometime. Regardless of if it's a reaction or just another one of these fun exercises. I'd love, by the way, obviously, scheduling and stuff, but and there need to be coordination. I'd love if we could bring on other people like Andrew. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I haven't been in like a group chat in a minute. I think the last time it was like a space, and I haven't done that in a while. So if we could like get other people in on these, that'd be great.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. And on that note, I think I will take my leave. Thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves, and